Hello guys, welcome to Better Day. If I tell you that your mind is the most powerful thing in the world, will you believe me? Our mind is so powerful that we can achieve anything and everything if we use it properly. But if we don't know the proper use of our mind, it becomes a reason for our failure and unhappiness. And the most thrilling fact is that more than 95% of people don't know how to use their mind properly, and they are living an unhappy and stressful life. Recently, I read this great book, Mind is Your Business by Sadhguru, which tells us how we can reach our goal by properly using our mind. I have summarized the book in 3 important topics. I hope you will love it. If you are new to the channel, please subscribe and motivate us. Number 1. The Circus of the Mind. We all consider our mind as a source of complicated thoughts. Whenever we want to do anything, let it be starting a business, moving on from a relationship, or even at all the small things we come across every day, many negative thoughts occupy us that makes us feel insecure and disturbed. We have seen people taking drugs, drinking alcohol and smoking to control the hustle of their mind. People even suicide when they cannot take more stress from life and mind. These examples are enough to prove how powerful our mind is. Author Sadhguru compares our mind with circus. When we watch a performance in a circus, we often find that several things are going on together. It looks like a messed up performance. But if we look closely, the circus is not a messed up performance but a beautifully coordinated activity which is presented in such a way that at one level it looks like a mess. The same applies to our mind. If we have a simple glance at our mind, we will find thousands of thoughts messed up in it. But it's not right at all. Every thought is entangled with our life, past thoughts, and our control over thoughts. We always identify everything in two forms, good or bad. It was always imposed on our mind by our parents and society. Like if you don't get good marks in your exams, you are not a good student. If you don't have a high paying job, then you are not successful, and so many such examples are there. The author's grandfather used to always eat from a gold-rimmed plate. He was a rich and very proud man. Even when he traveled, another gold plate had to travel with him. Suppose the plate was not there, he just would not eat. If he ate from another plate, he would become sick. His stomach would be disturbed. It is the same food, isn't it? What is the problem whether you eat from a gold plate or a steel plate? This identification is so crucial for our mind. Here, author's grandfather was entangled with a gold-rimmed plate, so he cannot eat without that. Once we identify something as good or bad, successful or unsuccessful, we start judging ourselves. By doing that, we are having experience of messed up thought and suffering. Number 2. The garbage bin. Our mind is a garbage bin of society. In today's world, everyone who comes across our way throws some nonsense into our head and goes. We meet many people of different interests and mindset. Some with positive thoughts, some negative, and most of them useless. And we consume all of them without filtering it. What we feed our mind decides our mental health. If we feed it positive and constructive ideas, we become better mentally. But we cannot decide what to feed our mind and end up consuming all kind of bullshits from people around us, as a result of which our mind turns out to be a garbage bin of society. When the author says garbage bin, he doesn't mean it is useless. In fact, everyone is a garbage bin of others. But the real problem is when we don't know how to use it. For example, our home can probably do without a television, maybe even without a telephone. But it definitely cannot do without a garbage bin. Quality of our house is very much decided by the garbage bin. But because it is such a useful device in our house, suppose you decide to sleep in it tonight, then it becomes terrible. This is all that has happened to us right now. We are sleeping and living inside the garbage bin, so it seems difficult. If you keep the garbage bin elsewhere, open it and use it when you have to, or shut it down when you don't want it, this would be a wonderful instrument. The problem is that you are stuck in it all the time. Number 3. Living our life fullest with mind. Everything excess and over is injurious to health. Even though we have a mind to think, We must give our mind some rest and try to live our life fullest. 90% of the time, people think, and only 10% of our time is used for doing. We use our mind so much, even before taking a decision, we think about what will our family, friend, and most importantly, society say. Sometimes we just need to enjoy life without giving any importance to our logic and thoughts. If we try to handle everything with logic, we will be in a total mess. Because fundamentally, if we look at our life logically, there is no meaning in it. When you wake up in the morning tomorrow, think absolutely logical. Don't look at the sunrise, don't look at the birds in the sky, don't think of someone you love or the flowers in the garden. Just think 100% logically. Without enjoying life, is this life really worth living? If we use our mind more and live less, in the end we will have only thoughts, not memory to cherish. So in between our logical thinking, we must take some break and live our life. Once we give the mind some rest, it becomes healthier and more positive. That's all for this book, guys. If you loved the video, please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe to Better Day for regular book summary. Also, you can comment which book would you like us to summarize next. Thank you and see you in the next video.